Welcome back to this.
What game are we doing?
I don't remember.
Hey, Paisaros, welcome back to the Brain Scratch Com Super Show.
Well, if it's not out of your head, if it was out of your head before, it certainly isn't now.
Oh god, hurry, scurry galaxy. Look,
It says that the group that had a guy laughing the original cut where he was laughing at a YouTube poof.
oh look, it's another galaxy made of a single one planetoid made of the same puzzle platform over and over. Where have we seen this before?
And just
Well,
so
I
that-
guess this is supposed to be a tutorial for these trinky platform things.
Oh,
But
wow,
also,
that's-
You passed through!
mash, mash, not fast enough.
Aww.
Are you going to orbit around the star once you get it?
Because we need to make John laugh at the exact same thing, I'll say it again. My ship's for dinner. I wonder what sails in the morning.
No, I think that's part 13 and above, guys.
Oh, really?
I think it is.
Sneak previews.
Screw it, just don't even bother anymore.
Hey, it's the reverse. The black hole became a star. I thought it was the other way around.
Mario, because Mario Galaxy is time travels.
Music causes time travel.
You were talking about orbiting around the star. What are you getting at?
If you get rid of all the planet, if you get rid of all the tiles and then long jump off the end, it'll still pull you towards the star, but you have so much momentum it'll just make you orbit around it for quite a while.
I don't know if I really want to do that because it's in this game actually, if you remain in midair long enough, the game actually thinks you're falling down.
No,
the bottomless
it
pit.
doesn't do it long enough to where it kills you.
Oh,
You
okay.
will eventually get to the star.
Yeah, but yeah, that's actually a little quirky programming in this game. If you're in midair long enough, either through like gravity or something like that, the game will think you're falling through a bottomless pit and will kill you.
So Mario can't become a satellite.
Not a true satellite, anyway.
It's a fail-safe designed to make sure you don't fall out of the bounds of the level and where the bottomless pits are actually programmed to happen. But considering the gravity gimmicks, it also is kind of a silly little programming thing.
Well, I guess it's there just in case you do go into orbit, although I don't know if it is actually possible for you to fully go into orbit, like never touch the ground anymore.
No, it's not possible. You can get close, but
I think it's just there so you're not jumping around for like 15 minutes, is basically
That would take
the thing.
a really precise amount of speed, gravity, and precision direction.
You can actually get to this launch star just by triple jumping, but
Yeah.
I don't have enough room.
ain't nobody got time for that.
Hey, no, I got plenty of time for that.
Not if this were a Super Mario 2D Galaxy, you wouldn't.
No. So now we have Battle Rock Galaxy.
Oh, phew, no purple coins.
At this point, it was at this point in the game when I was first playing in 2007 when I realized, okay, I gotta find this soundtrack because
Battle Rock Galaxy is my favorite song.
yeah, it was around Battle Rock where I realized, oh Jesus Christ, I gotta get this music. But unfortunately, this is around the time where the official soundtrack wasn't released, and I had to rely on game rips.
I think that this was around the time where people like Gilvia Sunner, or whatever his name was back when this was
Sunner.
new.
Silver Gunner.
Gilva Sunner, or whatever,
Gunner.
and stuff. Yeah, Silver Gunner. And like nowadays we have stuff like BRSTMs, which will give you like 30-minute loops of stuff like this.
Yeah. Or Timmy Turner's dad.
It's dead, yeah.
I think Timmy Turner's dad and Gilva Sunner are the same person.
They are, yeah.
I think-
Well, Silva Gunner was a separate person, but when Timmy Turner's dad got banned, he came back as Gilva Sunner as kind of like a tribute thing.
Genius.
Silver Gunner's just gone then.
Silver Gunner's just gone. He
Okay.
made another account, but it's only ever had like 2 videos uploaded to it. It was just explaining what happened and saying like, I'll come back to uploading someday, but he never actually did.
Yeah. Oh, that
Wow,
happens.
sounds like me.
I'd imagine it'd be very demotivational, really.
Yeah.
I mean, you go through all the trouble of uploading all those videos, and then you get copyright strikes, and then your entire channel's taken down.
Well-
There's something about that. It just,
What?
yeah, you don't feel.
Well,
like
he's the hero we need, and also the hero we deserve, because somebody has to get those soundtrack rips up for us, man.
Well, it's like it's like the old saying goes: with great achievements comes copyright strikes.
What?
Seriously though, I have nothing but respect for the people who go out of their way to get video
Yeah.
game clean, especially clean game rips, like stuff Like you can a lot of the times, like some people will just sort of set themselves in a level and then just record the music there, and then you'll get sound like wind blowing sound effects. Or when New Super Mario Bros. DS first came out, I downloaded the MP3s for that, and the boss music you could actually hear Mario jumping and stomping on Bowser Jr. during that rip.
Yeah, I remember when I first downloaded the Game of Galaxy, the final boss music with Bowser. You can hear the fireballs breathing, Mario jumping all over the place. It's like, ah, oh, god damn it, I can't stand this.
Yep.
So yeah, I have nothing but respect for the people who do this sort of thing and put a lot of effort into it. So
Yeah.
good job, people who probably aren't watching this right now.
Like, just to put this out there, if it's very possible to get the official soundtrack either through digital means or physical means, then I will do my best to get it. But sometimes that just doesn't happen, you know, because
Yeah, a lot of games just don't have official releases.
they
for
don't
their
have official
soundtracks,
release,
so-
or it's very fucking rare and therefore very fucking expensive.
Apparently, Pokemon X and Y are going to do an iTunes release for their soundtrack, which is like, okay, finally, because if Nintendo put up iTunes releases for stuff like Galaxy, I would buy them.
Yeah, I'd buy video game music if they gave us the ability to buy it, though. But the thing about that bugs me is when buying a video game soundtrack new. I'm not talking like secondhand as a collector's item. I'm talking buying it new costs more than the full retail game. It is like the game is the music with the graphics, the gameplay, the art, animations, all these other things, and you charge less for that than just the music by itself.
I think people in general would have more respect for video game music if they could actually affordably buy it like they could other music.
Well, like my parents sort of make fun of me for liking video game music because they still have the mindset that it's just like bleep bleep bleep
Bleeps
bleep
and
bleep bleep
bloops,
bleep,
yeah.
and I'm just like, okay, I want to show you stuff like Muramasa the Demon Blade or something, so that you're like, okay, this is great music. You can shut up now.
My mom has no taste in music. Same here. She actually, I'm not kidding. She actually made me mute Okami one time because she thought the music was annoying while I was in Ryoshima Coast.
What?
Yeah.
I'm going to just assume that that's a really good track, and yeah. Oh no, no,
Dun dun dun.
Johnny, please don't, Johnny, no, Johnny, no.
I already went out of this way to make it appear. I'm going to it, damn it.
Might as well get it over with.
Well, here's the junk part of Space Junk.
This is Battle Rock.
Here's the junk part of the
I
game.
know we're in Battle Rock. I'm just saying.
Wait, so did the Luma transform into this and that Mechanoid right there too?
Speaking of junk,
So the Luma turned into a giant metal bowl with trash
you just
all
threw
over
your
it.
first bomb. There's your sync point.
Oh,
Okay.
come on,
They told me
Lewis.
I could grow up to become whatever I wanted, so I grew up to become trash.
That's my boy. Yeah, so the one thing you really got to keep in mind here is that it takes a bit for the bombs to detonate. I think it takes
Close
about
to 10 seconds.
It takes too long.
I think it takes about 8 to 10 seconds for a bomb to explode. So you really got to know the layout where exactly to throw the bombs at.
Which try was that, John?
That was attempt number, I don't remember actually. I think it was, I know I didn't exceed 10.
That is one sulfuric planet.
Tell me about it. And now there's a spider crawling on my wall.
Okay
Is
then.
it
little
a
spider.
dangerous spider?
No, it's actually looked relatively harmless. I'll leave it.
I will say that one thing about Galaxy 2 that I did. Well, okay, I'm not going to say I liked, but at least that planet's trash mission wasn't nearly as obnoxious. That planet.
I'm pretty sure that was just changed to the Fire Flower as an apology for how everyone hated that mission.
Well, the Fireflower one's really easy though. So
Yeah, that's why I said
Yeah.
they made it overly easy as an apology.
But I think everyone's first reaction to seeing that planet at all was like, "Oh God!"
No.
Oh no, not
Are you gonna
again.
use Starbits?
You
Are
just
gonna-
hear Darth Vader's reaction to finding out he killed his wife.
Yes. It's funny though because like that scene would have been perfectly fine without that no, but it's just them adding that in just made what would have actually been a pretty tragic scene just funny.
And since Lucas wrote and directed, you can blaze it all on him.
Well, no, you can't play. You have to place some of the blame on James Earl Jones. I mean, I love the guy, but he's the one who did do the no.
He was told that. Well, he was.
Well, he
the
was
one acting.
directed into doing it. It's
Yeah.
more the voice director than anything. And it's just that it's like, I don't know. It just like it could have been like one of the good moments of the prequels though, but it just wasn't. It just was funny when it could have been good.
Maybe you said the line without giving any context.
Mr. Jones, I'm sorry, they didn't have any extra crispy at KFC, so we had to get you original recipe instead. No! Well, Mr. Lucas, that was good. Let's just use that one instead. Okay.
Do you guys agree that 3 is the, I guess, the best of the worst?
The
Like,
best of the... I actually like episode 3 better than episode 6.
Okay. Because some people legitimately really like episode 3.
I legitimately really like episode 3, because I feel like, at the very least, just on like a visual spectacle level, I can enjoy it. And there are some like actual acting points where I don't hate it, so, you know. I've seen much worse movies.
You still concede the love story is the worst thing ever.
Well, at the very least, they don't have nearly as much of it as in Attack of the Clones.
Episode 2, yeah, like...
Wow, it's almost as if we haven't commentated on these movies before.
Yeah, well, to be fair, Attack of the Clones had a horrible desyncing problem, so... Well, then again, not like anybody would ever go out of their way to watch Attack of the Clones.
God help you if you hit one of these things.
I guess, would you guys actually say that, like, Attack of the Clones is just boring, and even though, like, The Phantom Menace is, you know, bad, at least it's at least exciting in a couple parts?
Attack of the Clones is just
Legitimately
worse.
bad.
It's just worse. I mean, there are annoying parts of...
Well, no, I'm saying that Attack of the Clones is boring, though, but you would say that The Phantom Menace, while really bad, is still at least, you know, fun in some parts?
That's basically what we said.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, and he told me no, and I'm like, no, that's
No,
exactly
no,
what I'm saying.
I misunderstood you, is the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, Phantom Menace has some really, really great parts, along with its bad parts.
Well, I just mean, like, The Phantom Menace is a bit of a... I don't know, I always felt like it was a mixed bag, though, because you have at least the music being awesome. You have a few moments that are actually a little fun, though, but yeah, the story and, yeah, some of the acting is... Ugh.
Then you have little kid Anakin. Oh god. Alright, what's our goal this time?
Are you singing Kansas?
I'm singing Top Man's theme.
Oh, I thought you were singing. I think you said "Carry On" by Wayward Son.
What?
They are kind of similar melodies.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were singing.
No, it's Top Man's theme. He's literally called Top Man. Maybe I'll sing the Megas version later, because I actually really like that track.
Okay, let's see.
You know, you can ground pound near them to take them out.
Nope.
Yeah, no time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
What was it?
Fair.
Did you just sing again?
No. I don't think so anyway. We're on an elevator navigating, like, mine things with spikes, and now it stopped.
Okay, yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, here's the thing, though. The launch stars are pretty much load screens.
Pretty much.
But what are they loading if we can clearly see the planetoid already?
Well, it's probably that's what I was wondering about back in Honey Hive, because it's like I'm pretty sure that what they do is they have like a background.
It's a background planet and it loads the actual.
Well, you know, they might not even be loading the planet you're going to, but rather the planet after that. You know, sometimes you have to get creative with how loading screens or non-loading screens work.
Actually, that's not really how it works. What it is that when something's off in the distance, they generally have a lower polygon version of whatever that thing is, and it's when you're getting closer to it, it'll start loading more polygons. Like, for example...
Mario 64 even did that.
Spyro the Dragon did that.
Like, for example, in Pikmin, there's 100 characters on screen, but, like, when you have the camera zoomed in really far, not 100 of them are going to be on screen, so they can, like, have more polygons because you're looking at the Pikmin up close. But when you have the camera zoomed out, like, every Pikmin barely has any polygons, but you can't really tell because the camera zoomed out and it just does such a good job replacing them while the camera's still zooming.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
That's one thing that I liked about Galaxy is that even though there really are loading times, you don't ever really, it doesn't ever really feel like there is because there's no now loading screen going up.
Yeah, and to me that's the worst you can do with it. If you just stop everything I'm doing just for a blank now loading screen, to me it just kind of takes me out of it.
And there's a certain happiness that you feel from seeing Mario like flying through space and just going like woohoo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas in just now loading, you don't get that.
Which it looks like Sonic Lost World's also doing, only without, except with that
With the bumpers.
It's not launch starts, it's bumpers.
Oh, big fucking difference.
Well, like the way that they do it in here makes like the trick that they did in Metroid Prime seem obtuse in comparison because it's just like, okay, you're not just waiting
the long S-shaped corridors.
No, long S-shaped corridors and having doors that open like 3 seconds after you shoot at them and stuff like that.
Those kinds of loading tricks are like really old school, PlayStation 1 era kind of old school.
Well, PlayStation 1 would just have your loading screens be doors that you have Jill open instead.
Or hey, you know, like I'm talking about, like Soul Reaver 1 was one big world open world game. It would load when you load it up, and that was the only visible loading screen. But it was constantly, you were going down like between every area there would be a long hallway, and you'd have to go through that long hallway, and it would load the next area while you were going through.
Why is the planet
And leaving the planet somehow caused it to explode because it was so upset that you left.
Cool guys, don't look at explosions.
That's a lie. Dante does it all the time. Dante looks at his explosions, damn it.
Well, then he's not a cool guy.
You did not just say that about Dante.
All those rubberneckers and looky-losers standing there slack-jawed staring, the real men have the balls to walk away.
Now, I was kind of hoping that you were going to go to the Hungry Luma and like get a life stream even though you already have 6.
So he just has an addiction.
Well, at least in Galaxy 2, they give you, if you get a red shroom while you already have all 6 of your red shrooms, they give you a 1-up.
What does it do in this game?
I think if you've got like 4 or 5, it'll heal you, but if you have all 6, it'll just disappear.
Oh, that's a shame. I actually wondered what it did in the first game, because I don't think I ever had an instance of that in my playthrough of the first game, though. But in the second game, I had it give me a 1-up.
I think there's a couple. I think the only times I can remember, I think I did it once out of curiosity. I bought one when I already had 6 just to see what would happen. Nothing
Oh
happened.
look, we get to fight. We get to see the same boss a second time,
Now you just can't get
right
hit.
after the first time.
But now the stakes are raised.
Dun, dun, dun.
His chances are thinning. No, never mind.
Top Maniac versus Mario in UFC.
Be honest, everyone here has died from jumping onto that electric fence instead of jumping over it before the boss fight even began.
Yeah, it happened to me.
Everyone here has done that at least once they died on the electric fence.
At the very least, this Top Man isn't as pathetic as the Mega Man 3 Top Man.
Yeah.
Well, that's because he's not a top man. He's a top maniac.
At the very least, though, like, it's really creepy, like, how you see Mario's skeleton if you die to electricity in this game. Like, I don't think we see it in this playthrough, though.
No.
Oh god, he has an anatomy.
Well, I've actually, like, seen, like, hacks you can do, like, where you can play the game as the skeleton model because it's, like, the same size and build as Mario.
It was a Halloween hack.
Yeah, the Halloween hack.
Yeah, to me, like, the 2 most disturbing deaths in this game, actually, is when you get electrocuted to death and you see the skeleton and all, and the dark matter. Just because of the implications. You get erased to nothingness. Let that sink in for a little bit.
Spaghettification.
No, you just reappear again at the start of the level.
Video game logic.